What's up and welcome back, Wargamers. This is Battleshock Wargaming Studio. We're getting ready to play another exciting game of Warhammer, Age of Sigmar. David, tell us what we're doing today.
We are so stoked. We started collecting Flesh Eater Quartz at a very opportune moment for you guys because we had built and painted a very large army, and now we just get to add some of the new pieces into it, and I am very excited. The new rules are looking spicy, they're looking thematic, and the new models are looking really, really cool, and we're gonna take them against another mid-board melee army, the Fyreslayers. So this is gonna be a really high-powered matchup today.
I'm excited. Anytime I get to take the Fyreslayers out, I like getting in that mid-board and just slugging it out.
I think it's secretly your favorite army.
If you're new to the channel, thank you so much for joining us. Hit that subscribe button down below. It costs you nothing. Hit that like button as well. All of that stuff helps support the channel so much. Great news for you guys today. We do have another sponsored video, and our sponsored video is by Into the AM.
Guys, we absolutely love Into the AM and their products. The Christmas sales are over, but they've got some great deals on their new line of graphic tees, which we're rocking today. We want to talk about them a little bit and show them off to you.
Today I'm rocking everything from the new outer space line, and they already have a bunch of really cool outer space ones, but I love these ones. They're really cool. They always make awesome art. These shirts are so comfortable, and they're the right length for me. They get all the way around. That Christmas belly that I've been rocking recently.
Absolutely. I really like this shirt here. This reminds me of the Pacific Northwest. It gives me those vibes where we live. So it's absolutely beautiful. And the other great thing about these shirts, which you've heard us say before, is they're a nice length and they're very soft and comfortable. So you can wear them in any kind of situation.
Now remember to go onto their website, check out that bundle deal that they have. You get to pick your own shirts for your bundle. You get to save a few extra dollars on your shirt and pick each individual one that you really like.
Absolutely, and there's going to be a link to the website down below, pinned in the comments and in the description box. Make sure to hit that link so Into the AM knows who sent you, and go ahead and get yourself 10% off everything site-wide.
Support this awesome business, help support the channel as well. It's a new year, it's a new you. Go get a nice fresh new tee. You deserve it.
Absolutely. And one more time, thank you so much to Into the AM for sponsoring this video. With that being said, Michael, let's go ahead and take a look at the armies.
Let's do it.
Thank you to all of our members for supporting this channel, especially the Lords and Commanders. If you're interested in extra battle reports and helping to support this channel, hit the link in the description box below. Go check out our channel partners, Baron of Dice and Grey Matter Games. They have some amazing products. There will be promo codes and links in the description box below. All right, the Summer King has returned. Although he is not in this list, we are going to be playing his sub-faction today, which is Hollowmourne. I get extra damage on the charge with all of my knight units, which is Horrors, Flayers, and Morbeg Knights. My general is the Marrow Scroll Herald. He's invisible if he's within 3 inches of 5 other friendly models, which is very helpful. He gets a better muster ability with his command trait. He's a priest, and he knows a 5-up ward prayer. The Vargulf Courtier is in here. This guy can muster, he's fast, he can move over terrain like he can fly, he gets extra attacks against chaff, and he can retreat at the end of the combat phase. Great little combat piece. Then we've got the Abhorrent Archregent in the list, still doing the same thing he normally does, hanging out in the Charnel Throne, casting spells, getting noble deed points, and helping to buff my army. He knows a spell called Hoarfrost, and he also has his War Scroll spell. The Abhorrent Gore Warden is in the list. This guy can deep strike himself and 1 unit, which is pretty helpful. And then he also has a teleport spell. Since he's an abhorrent, he gives me extra abilities. Then we have a Crypt Infernal Courtier. This guy, if he does damage with his shooting attack, I get to add 1 to the damage of all flayers that are wholly within 9 of him in the shooting phase. Fantastic. We have 1 unit of 3 flayers. I wanted to fit more in there, but they're not battle line in Hollowmourne, so I was only able to take 3. They're gonna be hanging out with the Infernal. Then we've got 2 double reinforced units of Crypt Horrors. These guys absolutely slap on the charge, and with Resurrection, they can be a real pain. Hot off the press, we've got some Morbeg Knights. These guys do a lot of cool stuff. They count as 3 on objectives when they charge. They do charge damage, retreat and charge, and they're amazing. Then, to round out the list, we have 20 ghouls. The new minimum size is 20. They auto wound on 6s, and they get rend if they're close to an abhorrent. Finally, Suffocating Gravetide in the list. It's gonna do damage on 5-ups, per model to every unit it touches. Let's see if it does anything today. And that is it, Hollowmourne. I am so fired up to try this out, you guys. Let us know in the comments, how hype are you for the new Flesh Eater Quartz?
Taking a look at the Fyreslayers today. We're taking GreyFyrd Lodge, which gives me +1 wound on all of my foot heroes and allows me to take 2 additional relics as long as I put them on foot heroes. We have 2 battalions today. We have the Battle Reds to reduce drops and the Command Entourage to get yet another relic. For my general today, we have the Runefather on Magmadroth. He's the Blooded Berserker for his command trait, which is once per battle, fight twice. Axe of Grimnir for +1 rend, +1 damage on his big axe. And a Cold Heart Ancient for the mount trait, which reduces damage by 1. We've got a bunch of foot heroes. We have the Rune Smiter, who has the Volatile Brazier, which doubles the range of invocations. We have the Grimwrath Berserker, and he has the Drought of Magmadroth Ale, which gives him a bunch of extra attacks. We have the Flamekeeper, and he keeps the souls of people, and then he gives out a bunch of different buffs. And then we have the Battlesmith, and he has the Nocilian Icon, which gives a 4-up spell ignore. The Molten Infernoth is hanging out here in the list. This is our invocation. He comes out, everything within 3 inches of him takes mortals and 6s. 2 different units of Volkite Berserkers. We have one with the Sling Shields and one with the Hand Axes. Sling Shields do mortals when they charge. Hand Axes get extra attacks when they charge. We have a unit of Hearthguard Berserkers with the Broad Axes. These are 2-inch range, rend 1, damage 2 axes. And these guys have a 4-up ward if they're next to a hero. And then we have a double reinforced unit of Hearthguard Berserkers with Flame Strike pole axes. And these guys deal 2 mortals to hits of 6s. That is the list. Let's take a look at the mission.
Today's battle plan is going to be Fountains of Frost. Not my favorite one, but that's okay. Some people like it. If you have 3 or more units contesting an objective at the end of the turn, you gotta roll a dice. And on a 4-up, every enemy unit on that objective is gonna take D3 mortal wounds. You're gonna roll separately for each unit. Andorian Locust units count as 10 on objectives. And then we're going to be scoring hold 1, hold 2, hold more, battle tactics, and grand strategies. My grand strategy is straight out the new book. It's called Expand the Kingdom. I complete my grand strategy if an abhorrent is wholly within enemy territory and the enemy general is not wholly within enemy territory at the end of the battle. Michael, what is your grand strat?
Masters of the Lodge, I have to have an invocation on the field at the end of the battle.
All right, sounds good. Let's get on, see who has initiative, and get this thing going. Here we are getting ready to fire up one of the most exciting matches that I feel that I have gotten ready to play in a while. I'm so stoked on Flesh Eater Quartz. I decided to give you the first turn. Go ahead and leave a comment down below. Who do you think is gonna win this? Is it gonna be the staunch Fyreslayers and their amazing counter-strike and attrition abilities? Or do you think it is going to be the Flesh Eater Quartz, their crazy new regen rules, and all of the damage output that they have? I don't even know. I'm excited to see what happens.
Grimwrath Oath.
Yes,
there it is.
with his Berserker.
And it's going to be, I will let none stand in my way. So he can run and charge.
That's amazing.
And now I need to do my my runes. I'm going to do the rune of Farsight, which is adding one to the throwing axes.
The Rune of Nothing.
The Rune of Nothingness. Okay, and I don't get the enhanced effect for the Rune of Nothingness. The reason
darn.
being is I'm not going to use any of those this turn. So just throwing one away that I don't care about is great.
Yeah. Heroic action, you tried to get a command point and failed.
Yep.
I did Standing Oration. Basically, I'm rolling a dice for every unit that is wholly within 12 of a hero. And each 5-up, I get a Noble Deed point. Noble Deed points are used to muster, resurrect units, and to also get the Feeding Frenzy ability. Okay, one other pre-battle thing that we did is I picked my Delusion. My Delusion is going to be Feast Day, which means that any of my heroes will give out a Feeding Frenzy buff on 4 Noble Deed points instead of 6. So that's pretty exciting.
Battle tactic is going to be Surround and Destroy.
Surround them.
Should be easy to do. I specifically set up to Surround and Destroy this turn. So let's go ahead and do a prayer. And we're going to try and bring out this invocation.
Yeah.
Rerolling 3-up.
Comes out.
Comes out.
The invocation has come down right here. He gets to double the range. So it moved 24 inches.
And then 2d6 for the movement. Doubles are real good. Ooh. Ooh. You ever seen me roll doubles with that, David? Do you even know what doubles do?
4 inches though.
Who cares? I got doubles. You can get right there and tag those 2 units.
Okay, sounds good. And then it's dispelled after this. Yeah.
Yep. But who cares? I got doubles.
You rolled the doubles, dude.
1, 2,
and it doesn't
3.
matter what the doubles are, because you just get to roll 12 dice, right?
Yep.
D3 mortals on 6s. Woof. On the Crypt Horrors. Yep.
Horrors. Got it. Sure. Or nothing.
Okay. Nothing's good.
Sweet.
Okay. And then, okay.
Cool.
D3 mortal wounds into the ghouls.
For 3.
Okay, I'll let that one happen, even though it slipped out of your hand. I shrug 1.
It was a roll. I rolled
Dude,
that.
No, it's fine. It's fine, Michael.
Okay, well, that was
It's fine.
that was really anticlimactic.
Bye.
Because those ghouls are going to come right back.
You could have just as easily rolled like 5 6s and done so much mortal wound damage there.
We're going to move into movement. Show you what we did.
All right.
Fyreslayers' turn is completed. All we did was move, run both units on the end to get surround and destroy. My battlesmith is in the back. He's my 3rd point. And then all of my Hearthguard in the center just kind of moved up over the line, getting ready for Intimidate the Invaders next round. But that's 4 points.
Yes.
I'm up to 3 commandos. You have 4 command points. I have a massive 4 primal dice, and you have 5. I got a command point with my general, and you got more noble deeds with your
My general.
Your general.
My general now has 5, which means that everything that is wholly within range of him, which is 12 inches, is going to have Feeding Frenzy. So the first thing that I'm going to do is this guy right here is garrisoning the Charnel Throne, so he's going to get D3 noble deed points, so he gets 3. Okay, and my battle tactic is going to be surround and destroy. I'm going to just mirror Michael. The abhorrent Archregent gets to pick a unit that is wholly within 18 of him. If it's a Serfs unit, he can return 3 models. If it's a Knights unit, he can return 1 model. There's 2 dead ghouls here. We're just going to put these back in. Let's go ahead and do a prayer. We're going to pray to give these guys a 5-up ward.
Seems good.
Okay. It goes off.
Sure does.
You got a 5-up ward.
Give him a button.
And then he gets a noble deed point, so he's capped at 6. Let's go ahead and do some casting now. I've got 4 spells effectively because he's a 2 caster and I'm doing Locust Focus. So let's start by casting a Mystic Shield on the ghouls. On the horrors. That is a 6. Let's go a primal dice. A 10. Let's leave it at a 10.
Let's try for an unbind. It's unbound, which means I get an additional unbind.
Okay, you get to keep going.
I get to keep going.
I didn't want you to keep going. That's why I was trying to. Okay.
Why am I throwing squig dice?
I don't know. Let's do Hoarfrost on the same unit. 7. That was a 2. 12. Okay, that was still a 2. How many primal dice do you have?
4.
4? 15.
Go for the unbind. Unbound.
What did you roll? 14?
Well, that's 14. Hit.
Okay.
Hold on. Now I'm bound.
Okay, sounds good.
Nice
Arcane Bolt. 8.
You have one more unbind. One more after this, right?
He has another spell, yeah.
You can have an arcane bolt.
Okay, I'm gonna give him an Arcane Bolt. Last spell is a teleport spell. I can pick up this guy and another flyer that's within range and set them up again. So I'm gonna try that. This one right here. 10, strong. Oh yeah, super cast.
Can't be unbound.
Okay, so we're gonna pick up this and this, move it, and then that's gonna be it for hero phase. So we'll go ahead and get into movement after that, and we'll be back to show you what we did. All right, in the hero phase, we teleported the Infernal Courtier just outside of 10 inches of these guys so he can pop some shots. And then we had to put the Abhorrent Gore Warden wholly within 9 of him. So they're hanging out together. And then the Flayers moved their 12 inches. I could only get 2 within shooting range, but if this guy does damage with his shooting, then their damage turns into 2 damage. And then over here, we've got some ghouls. I've just thrown a run of 5 inches and am standing in front of the objective to make it very hard to get to. The Archregent jumped out of garrison, so he's still within range to Hoarfrost this unit, but he has to be wholly within 6 of the table edge so I can get my battle tactic. This unit of horrors threw a run. They're doing the same thing as the ghouls on the other side, just trying to make it hard to get to the objective. My general is hiding out in some trees and next to a bunch of units, making him invisible. Then we've got this other unit of horrors that has just walked to the front of the objective. The Vargulf Courtier is going to go support them, and he's fast enough that he can help the Moorbeg Knights if he needs to as well. So that's the whole thing. Right now, all of these units, center of mass, have Feeding Frenzy because I took Feast Day, and I have 4 Noble Deed points there, and 6 on my General. So we can go ahead and get set up for a little bit of shooting. Okay, the Crypt Infernal Courtier right here is going to shoot into the guys with sling shields. Would you like to all-out defense?
Of course I would. Going down to 2 command points.
Okay, we'll do an all-out attack because I have 4 command points, so we'll go down to 3. So this is going to be 3s and 3s, 10-inch range. Okay, we got 3 hits. 1 wound at -2.
Saved it.
Aww! You ruined it for me.
I did.
Darn it. Okay, I'm going to shoot with the other 2 Crypt Flayers. They don't get extra damage. So this is just going to be 8 attacks. 4s, 3s, -2, 1. 2, -2.
5s? Okay, 1 guy goes down.
Nice. Okay, the Moorbeg Knights are +1 to charge. So let's try to charge them. Nope. And then we will re-roll that.
Looking for an 8.
Okie doke.
Okie doke. So what we're going to do is we're going to spend a command point for Fierce Counterstrike.
Cool.
And then we're also going to do our once per battle fight on death.
So I'm going to do impact hits. For each 4 up, that will be D3 mortal wounds. Nothing.
Lucky me.
And then I'll pop command point for all-out defense. Yeah. Okay.
Oh yeah. Take 2. No run.
Okay, we're good. So my riders are going to be 1 extra damage because I charged and I'm Hollowmourne. And that makes the profile exactly the same as the mounts. So we're just going to do all of them at once. This is going to be 7 attacks from the riders and 9 attacks from the mount, so 16 attacks. This is just 3s and 3s, -1 Ren, 2 damage. $11 -1 Ren.
6s. Dead squad.
Okay. Fight me again. Yeah.
3s.
I feel like you're going to do some damage.
10. No rent.
6, 9, 10. Okay. So we're going to go for 3s. Fail 3. And then we're going to go for 6s. 2 damage.
Oh.
That's the end of the turn. Let's score me up and we'll roll off. I scored a mighty 4 points, man. I had to get my battle tactic, so there's no way I could get onto any other objective safely. Spiked pretty good with the damage with the Moorbeg Knights. That was good. It's nice for them to come out screaming and do something before they die, so that felt pretty good. Yeah, so 4s is the scores, and we're going to roll off for Battle Round Dos.
Here we go. Mighty 2.
Mighty 5. Michael, I am going to give you the turn going into Battle Round Dos. So we'll be right back to get going with Fyreslayers.
All right, guys, we are here top of Battle Round 2, and we are about to get into it. I decided to finest hour on my Grimwrath Berserker. He's gonna get moving. We're gonna yeet him in really early. And for your heroic action, you did the
Noble Deeds points.
Noble Deeds again?
I only had 2 units totally within 12 of the Arch Regent, but he did roll up a 5 up, so he's up to 5. And then my General is up to 6. So all of the horrors, Crypt Horrors, have Feeding Frenzy right now.
For this turn, we're going to do the Rune of Relentless Zeal and do +2 to movement. We're going to take the fight to you.
I love this idea.
We do not get the enhanced effect, which would have been nice. It's +2 to charge as well. But we're going to send some stuff out and yeet it across the field. We're going to do a prayer, and we're going to chant for Ember Storm, which is going to give run and charge to the Hearthguards. This is on a 2-up.
Okay. You giving that to pole axes or broad axes?
Broad axes. I'm not going to trade with the pole axes.
Not ready to put those
Nope,
in yet.
not
Still
yet.
trying to figure out how to crack this nut. I am kind of at my most defensive right now, right? So it makes sense to put something else in.
Yeah,
there.
how am I going to get through all of this all at the same time? I really can't.
Sure.
So we're going to see what we can do. My plan is I'm hoping to handle this, and then start pushing around and kind of put you in a weird spot.
Yeah, I like that. Because I can't just go into the pole axes because of the fierce counter-strike ability, which means he's going to get to fight me first.
Right. That's it for hero phase. We can move.
Let's do it.
All right, guys. I don't think I said it on hero cam, but our battle tactic this round is intimidate the invaders, which we were already doing. You can't stop me from doing it. These Volkites ran away from those horrors over there, so we're just running to the middle.
Those damn whores.
The Battle Mage and all of the pole axes are holding the pass of Thermopylae, getting ready to fierce counter-strike. The Flamekeeper is in the center. He's going to try and capture some souls. And then all of the broad axes and the Grimwrath Berserker ran and are getting ready to charge in the center. We did auto-run on the Grimwrath, so we're down to 1 command point. The general went to go chase down these knights. They rolled a redeploy.
5 inches.
So I'm looking at a 9-inch charge over there. We are going to keep holding our breath because I don't want to accidentally make that charge any longer than it has to be. Perfect. We have no shoesting, so let's get charging. All right, looking at the Grimwrath Berserker, he's going in first. If he just measured it and forgot, 5-inch charge. How about a 10?
Cool. He goes wherever he wants.
Okay, now the Hearthguard Berserkers are going in. They also rolled a 10.
Okay. Like how you're rolling 10-inch charges, so you can also try to re-roll your 9-inch charge with your general. It's pretty sweet.
Pretty sweet.
Pretty good what's happening for you right now.
With my 1 command point that I can't spend on a reroll. David rolls 9-inch charges all day long. I'm not sure why I can't do the same thing. Nope.
Oh, okay.
So the Grimwrath Berserker is going to activate first. That way we can definitely try to get his Fight Twice ability to go off.
Yes.
And it'll dissuade you from trying to put any attacks into him.
Yes.
So we're going to just drink our Drought of Magma Droth Ale right now.
Uh-huh.
And he's going to double his attacks to 8.
I have to all-out defense right here, so I'm going to do that. So I'm on a 4-up before rend.
Okay.
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 Pretty good. Pretty glad that I took Feeding Frenzy instead of +1 to save when I'm standing on an objective, because that would not have been great to have right now. Wounding on 2s. Because
We are wounding on 2s. I'm not going to all-out attack. I'm just going to do weight of attacks here. I want to try and keep my squad alive.
Yep.
Here we go. Hitting on 3s. And wound on 2s. Excellent. So 5 at -2.
6s. Not a 1.
Okay, there are 2 apiece. You knew that.
6s. Okay, 2 dead. Okay, we are going to fight with the Crypt Horrors. They have 2-inch range and 4 attacks apiece. They're +1 to attacks because of Feeding Frenzy. So this is going to be 5 attacks apiece. So we're looking at 36 attacks. they're going to be rend 1. We're just laughing at these ridiculous rules.
That is a ridiculous war scroll.
36 attacks.
Sure.
Because they have Feeding Frenzy. 4s, 3s, -1, 2. Every 6 to wound is 3 damage.
Okay.
Instead.
Okay. My whole squad might just die.
Okay, so you're going to do an all-out defense.
We're going to do an all-out defense.
Put you to a 4 before my -1 rend, so you'd be save throws of 5, and then you've got a 4 report.
Right.
Insane.
Yeah.
Okay. So 4s. Okay, I think you're going to be okay. You've got 4 saves at -1 rend,
Okay.
2 damage.
Okay, let's roll those. I failed them all.
Okay, that's 8 damage, and then you've got 3 saves, -1 rend, 3 damage.
I saved 1. Man,
Okay,
good rolls.
so
it's
14
8
damage.
4s. Well, that helped. I lost 3.
Okay,
Okie dokie. 3s and 3s.
okay.
Eight at -1.
2, 4, 6, 8. 5s. I failed all of them. 6s. 6s. No, that's 2 dead guys. And then 6s again. That is 3 dead guys and a wound on 1.
All right, so he's outside of 3 inches, so he's not going to get to do his fight twice ability.
Okay.
We lost 3 in that squad. We're brave 8. So
You're
we're fine.
good. I lost 5 and I'm bravery 10. I'll go for it. I'm good.
Cool. All right, let's score me up.
Let's do it.
All right, guys, we got 4 points for the Fyreslayers. We hold 1, 2, but not more. We couldn't snag this objective from him. And we completed our battle tactic of intimidate the invaders because we have almost my whole army across that line, which is pretty awesome. We're getting into your turn. I get 1
Yes.
command point and 3 primals. You have 2 command points and 5 primals.
Yes. Battle tactic's going to be intimidate the invaders.
Mm-hmm.
Because I like battle tactics that I can't fail. So we're going to do Royal Blood on these guys right here. So you can pull that wound marker off because they heal D3.
Cool.
And then for heroic action, I'm going to actually go for a command point with the Varghulf Courtier. No.
I would like a command point with the Battlesmith.
Okay.
Yes.
In my hero phase, the Archregent can pick a unit wholly within 18 and bring back a knight to it. So we'll put another knight into combat. Let's pray. We're going to pray for a 5-up ward on these guys this time.
Okay. Oh.
We are going to cast the teleport spell with this guy again.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay, another barrels.
I'll take that.
Turns working good.
I'll take it on the chin. I'll take it on the chin. Takes 2 morals. That's fine. It's totally fine. We're going to try to cast Hoarfrost on this unit.
Okay.
Okay, that is a 6. I'm just going to leave it at a 6 and let it fail, I think. We'll just try to put Mystic Shield on that same unit, I think. Yeah. Okay. Well, I have 5 primal dice, so let's just make this happen. 15, 20, 26, 28. All right, beat a 29. You can do it. You just need to roll 5 6s, dude.
Is this your last cast?
Yeah.
All right. Let's roll a Yahtzee. Not even close.
29. That's the highest cast I've ever had in my life. So they've got a Mystic Shield. I worked really hard for that Mystic Shield.
Great Mystic Shield.
Well, that hero phase was terrible. So let's see. He did get 1 spell off, so he'll be up to 6. And that is it. We can go ahead and get into movement. We'll be right back to show you what he did. All right, Michael, I moved my Infernal Courtier, who's on the outside here, to do some sweet, sweet shooting. We're going to do some sweet, sweet shooting with the Flayers as well. We moved the Abhorrent in to maybe go do some damage. We moved the Ghouls forward to maybe charge and do some damage as well. Over on this side of the battlefield, we have the buffed up unit of Horrors. It's not going to go play with those pole axes yet. It is not the time. And then I did use 4 of my muster points at the end of the movement phase to bring back that entire unit.
They're all back.
Michael's super stoked on that.
It's great.
We love pre-release battle tomes before they make points adjustments because we get to do crazy things before they realize it's too good. And then the Marrow Scroll Herald is invisible, hiding in the trees and between a bunch of units. I moved the Abhorrent Archregent over here so I can get my Feeding Frenzy with all of those guys for extra attacks. And finally, on the outside here, we've got the Varghulf and the Morbeg Knights. Turn around, go kill this little Build-A-Bear before he starts doing stuff. So that's it. Let's go look at shooting on the other side of the battlefield. All right, Michael, let's do Fetid Breath with my Crypt Infernal Courtier. This is going to be 4 attacks, 4s, 3s, -2, D3. We're going into the pickaxes.
Go for it.
Okay. 3 hits.
1 wound.
1 wound, -2.
Killed it.
Okay, D3. 2 damage. Okay, so the Crypt Infernal Courtier killed something in this unit. So now, all Flayers wholly within 9 inches of him get extra damage to their missile weapon attacks. Seems pretty good. So let's shoot 12 attacks into them. 4s, 3s. -2.
Saved one, failed one.
2 damage.
Another guy bites the dust.
All right, Mr. Red Wings. The abhorrent Gore Warden is going to try to charge. 10's good. We'll go in. Flares. 6 is good. And then we'll just try to bring the Infernal in at the same time. 3 is not good. He's going to hang back. Let's charge some ghouls. Snake Eyes. Let's charge some Morbeg Knights. 5. 5's good. Impact hits into the Build-A-Bear. 1. 2 mortal wounds. Okay, charging Vargulf. Vargulf good. He'll go 10. Okay, the Vargulf is going to fight first. He is going to use an ability called the King's Champion. At the start of the combat phase, he's going to use this ability. If I do so in that phase, I add 2 to the attack characteristic of this unit's melee weapons, but it can only target units that have a wounds characteristic of 1 or 2 and do not have a mount. So we're going to fight into the Hearthguard. This means he's going to have 7 attacks with his Immense Claws, 3's, 3's, -1, 2, and 3 attacks with his Dagger-like Fangs, 3's, 2's, -2, 3. Will be his full profile.
Okay. Yeah, we'll all out defense of the Hearthguard.
Okay, sounds good. I think I'll do an all-out attack because I just need an all-out defense in one spot, and I think I'll be okay. So we'll do an all-out attack. So let's do the Immense Claws. We'll do 7 of them. This is going to be 2's and 3's. Okay, everything hits. And then 5 at -1.
5s. Failed 2.
Okay, those are 2 damage each. Then you've got your 4 up ward.
Take a damage.
Okay, and then we'll do the Dagger-like Fangs. This is 2's and 2's. Drop 1. 2 at -2.
Save 1, failed 1.
Nice. 3 damage.
Okay, 2 damage.
So he's going to get 3 Noble Deed points.
We're going to activate the Grimwrath Berserker.
Okay.
And we're going to give him our all-out attack.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and put it into the Morgoth Knights.
Okay, sounds good.
2's. Excellent. Take 2. -2.
Save 1 fail.
2 damage.
Take a damage. So that guy on the outside is dead.
Okay.
All right. I have pushed the Crypt Horrors in to the Hearthguard broad axes. This is going to be 4's and 3's.
Okay.
Okay, 10 2 damage attacks and 2 3 damage attacks.
Easy. 5s. Okay.
Okay.
So there's 8 damage. Okay.
Okay, 11 damage and then 4's.
11 damage.
Wow, nice ward roll. Okay. 1 guy goes down. Cool.
Cool.
Just did 11 damage and killed 2 models. Okay.
Okay. Let's do 2 pickaxes into the
Gore Warden?
the Warden, and then 3 pickaxes into the Flares.
Okay.
Okay, or 3 into the Flares because I had 3 dice. Yeah.
I failed them, and then 6's. I take a damage.
Cool. 2's. 2 into the other guy. Take 1.
He's good. The Gore Warden's gonna go. He's got 5 attacks, 3's, 3's, -1, 2. Two at -1.
Failed. 2 dead guys.
Yes, 2 dead guys. And then we'll go up to 5 Noble Deeds. Okay, the Flayers now have 5 attacks apiece because of Feeding Frenzy. So this is going to be 13 attacks with Piercing Talons.
I guess these guys can activate, but they're going to activate against a unit that's already fought, so you can go.
Okay, I'll just do it since we're looking at it. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Michael should be firing up his broadaxes right now, but everything that's next to them is already fought, so this isn't going to impact anything. So we're just going to fight with these guys real quick. So the Crypt Flayers are +1 damage because they charged, and then they're +1 attack because of Feeding Frenzy. So we're looking at 16 attacks, 4's and 3's. 4 minus 1 rents.
Save 3.
Okay, so you're looking at 2 damage.
One more guy dies. All right, so we're gonna put 2 into the Varghulf, 3 broadaxes into the horrors. So let's go into the Varghulf. Take 3 at -1.
Okay, so we're looking for 5s. Fails all of them.
With 2 apiece.
Damn it, you got him. Wait, 8 wounds?
Yeah, I just did 6.
All right, and then fight into the knights?
Yes. 4 into the knights. -1.
I failed 3.
Okay. There are 2 damage apiece. You have 5-up ward.
I failed the 5-up ward. They just have a 6-up ward.
Oh, yeah. You did.
So 5 damage.
Okay.
So we'll lift 1 guy and give 1 guy a wound. All right, the Morbeg Knights are going to fight the Build-A-Bear. We've got 11 attacks, 3s, -1, 2. These are all the same profile because I charged. Not close enough to get Feeding Frenzy. 3 at -1 into the Build-A-Bear.
Failed them all.
Okay, 6 damage.
He's dead.
Okay.
He's gonna fight on death.
Nice. Who's he gonna fight?
We're gonna try and kill that Varghulf.
Nice. That's what I would do.
Yep. Cool. Remember we all out attacked a while ago?
Yep, that's pretty good.
So 2 at -2.
He's dead.
You have wards?
Yeah, but he's dead. He's dead.
Okay, go.
Okay, you take somebody to the grave with you. Nice job.
Drug you down. If I gotta go, you gotta go with me.
Yeah, he was gonna get to retreat at the end of the combat phase too, so that's a bummer. We hit
really?
those wound markers. Yeah, he gets to retreat at the end of the combat.
It's like I knew what I was doing. Okay, well, I can't fail bravery on those knuckleheads because they did too well. So we'll look over there on the other side of the table at the Volkites.
Yeah, you lost 3.
3 from melee, but we lost 2 from shooting? Yeah.
Yeah, you've lost 6 total. So you lost 5 guys this turn.
Correct.
Okay.
Hup.
Look at
we're
you! You're good. Okay.
Let's score you up.
Let's do it. Well, we're back for my turn. I had kind of a bouncy turn. I only killed 2 Hearthguard with 41 attacks on 4s and 3s. They were -1 rend and 2 damage. So got the Build-A-Bear. Build-A-Bear dragged down the Varghulf. I was expecting that to happen, but you've got to put something into that guy because he's going to get to fight on death. And I like having the Morbeg Knights because they're fast and they can retreat and charge. So it was fine. I scored 5 points. So the score right now is 8-9. Flesh Eater Quartz, and we're getting into a roll-off. Let's see what happens.
Hey up. Mighty 6.
Okay, you break ties.
I have to take the turn, guys.
We will be back for the top of Battle Round 3, Fyreslayers.
All right, guys, we are here top of Battle Round 3, and we're gonna get into it. Fyreslayers are getting ready to go. I have 2 command points. David has 3. He's got several primal?
3 primal dice.
To my 2. For heroic actions, I rolled for my rune. I'm doing the rending rune.
Yep.
And I didn't get the enhance effect. So for my heroic action, I did Blaze of Fury, and to give the enhance effect to my general.
Yep. And for my heroic action, I tried to get Noble Deed points. I failed on 3 dice. And that's it. What are you going to do for your battle tactic, buddy?
Battle tactic is going to be settling a grudge, and I'm going to settle a grudge with these Morbeg Knights over here. I think they're the only thing I can reasonably kill. I'm going to send my general over to just try and punch him in the face really hard.
I think he can do that.
I think he can do that.
Okay.
So let's do a little bit of hero phase stuff. My big guys, or my bannerman, is going to plant his banner to give everything within, I think 12 of him a 5-up ward, mostly used for those heroes.
Yep.
And then my priest is going to bring out the, I don't need run and charge, so I'm going to actually bring out the
Molten Infernoth.
Molten Infernoth.
Okay. Comes out.
Comes out. Excellent. Molten Infernoth, way out here on the far side. We're gonna move him. 7.
7.
There's only the one unit within 3 inches.
More big knights.
Mortals on 6s. Take 2 mortals.
Okay, I take 2. We'll put that on the trumpet guy.
Toot toot.
Toot toot is right.
Excellent. That is it. Let's move.
Let's do it.
All right, guys, we fell out of combat right here with the Volkites. The Hearthguard are, you know, they're sending it, man. We're listening to the School of Davy right now. We're just full send all the way. Our heroes moved up so that we can try and support them, make sure they get their ward. And then my general is on the far side. He's got some fire in his belly. He's gonna breathe it right now. All right, so we have 8 shots with the Roaring Fire Stream. He's hit on 2s. Wound on 3s. Take 4 at -3.
That is a dead Crypt Horror.
Got one.
Move that wound marker over to the next guy, please.
Let's throw that hero axe. That one's a little bit better. It's on 4. It wounds on a 4. Nothing. Let's do the Hearthguard axes. 1. No rend.
I take it. And then 6 up forward. I take it.
We have 10 from these Hearthguard. One or 2, excuse me. 2.
Failed them both. Another dead horror.
We have 1 hero axe, same unit. It wounds. Rend 1.
Okay. Single damage. Saved it.
So let's just charge with these Hearthguard Berserkers. In we go. Excellent. We roll the snake eyes. So let's re-roll that for a 10. That's much better.
10 is good.
The general's going to charge these Morgoth Knights.
Oh yeah, 11.
Unfortunately, I can't get around because of my own Molten Inferno. So we just go right there.
Monstrous actions.
We're just going to stomp.
Okay.
Feels cool. All right, at the start of the combat phase, we're going to use the Flamekeeper's ability to give this whole Hearthguard unit +1 damage.
Yep.
Pretty helpful. So we have 9 Hearthguard who can go into the wounded horror unit, and then only 4 that are going to go into the ones with the Mystic Shield, because we didn't want to get outside of our ward bubble.
Right. An all-out defense on the unit that has Mystic Shield, so I can get myself a 4-up save with them.
4 guys into the Mystic Shield squad.
Okay.
No mortals.
Okay.
Okay, so 4 at -1.
4s. And then those are 2 damage, because you went for extra damage. And then 6s. Okay, so 1.5 guys out of that squad. Gone.
All right, and this is everything into the Wounded Flare squad.
Okay.
So that's 8 mortals off the top.
Okay, keep going.
Eight wounds, -1.
Okay. So I say 4. I'm going to take 8 damage and 8 mortals. Okay. 6s. Three dead guys.
Okay.
All right, the Morbeg Knights are going to fight into the Hearthguard. This is 5 attacks, 3s and 3s. 2 at -1.
Oh, that's 3. So let's fail 1.
Single damage.
Okay. Take a wound.
Okay, and then Vicious Claws and Teeth, 3s. 3s. 5 at -1.
It's a problem. Fail them all.
10 damage.
Dave, I don't know if you know this, but these guys are really good.
Yeah, I'm feeling that.
Dead squad.
No, they're 2 wounds apiece.
Oh, almost dead squad.
Yeah.
Get him.
Leader, go red leader 1.
2 hits. 2 wounds, rend 2.
It punches armor, so I'll just go ahead and roll the rewards. 3 damage, so let's put 3 damage on a guy. Feeding Frenzy, so 16 attacks, 4s and 3s. Three 2 damage saves and 2 3 damage saves. Okay, that's 2 damage.
And then how many?
2 3 damage saves. All right, so that is 8 damage.
Deadzo.
Okay, they're done.
4 attacks with the Latchkey Grand Axe. 1 hit.
Okay,
1 wound, rend 4.
goes through.
4 damage.
They're dead.
Cool.
Okay, 36 attacks going into the Hearthguard. 4s. No 3 damage attacks. You've got 9 saves, -1.
Save 3.
Okay. So that's roll wards twice. 12 damage total.
Save 2. 4 damage.
Nice.
Okay.
I killed 2 pole axes. Is that all the combat?
Yes. That was everything. I only
Okay.
lost 2 pole axes. I can't fail morale. So that's it.
All right, let's snap off and score Michael up.
So scoring out my turn, we do hold 2 objectives still. We completed a battle tactic of Settle a Grudge. We killed those knights.
Yep.
That's the first unit we've killed. So that's pretty cool. And our Hearthguard Berserkers did not die. So that was great. We only lost 2.
Yes.
That was really surprising. So that was it. Heroic actions, we're just going to get a command point with the Battlesmith.
Okay.
Yep.
For my heroic action, I am going to try to get noble deed points, I think, with him. No. All right, let's do some healing. So noble blood right here heals D3 for 1. And then noble blood on the other unit heals for 2. Roll that to 1 for me. And then we're going to put 1 more knight back into that unit from the abhorrent. And we're going to pray to give the bigger squad a 5-up ward.
Not again.
Ah. Killing me, Smalls. So we're going to do Mystic Shield right here.
Okay.
Okay, that is a 10. 18.
You can have Mystic Shield.
Okay. And then he'll cast Hoarfrost on that unit. Throw my last 2 primals at it. That is 9.
Okay, we'll try Unbind. And Primal. Unbound.
Right here, we are going to cast, let's cast the teleport spell.
Okay.
Okay, 10.
For an Unbind. And even if I roll my Primal dice, it will not go off.
That is all of my hero phase stuff. We'll go ahead and move. All right, we finished my movement. The Crypt Infernal Courtier is just kind of flying around the back of these pickaxes so he can charge into them. The ghouls moved into that area as well. The Gore Warden is right here, and the flares are right here. And all of the horrors are still just hanging out, fighting those poleaxes. I moved my general through that hole and am getting him out of the way of the Magmadroth. And then the Archregent is hanging out back there, just handing out Feeding Frenzy. So that is it. We can get set up for some shooting. All right, Michael, I'm going to shoot the Cryptflayers into your Priest. This is 4s and 3s, and you are +1 to your save because you're in cover.
Yep.
Okay. Four at -2.
Save 2.
Okay, those are just single damage.
5-up wards. Take a damage.
Okay. All right, Fetid Breath from the Infernal. This is 4s and 3s. 2 hits. Nothing.
Cool.
I didn't want to kill anything with shooting anyway.
Nah, you're just gonna charge on that point.
Yeah. Let's just charge with him while we're looking at him. I don't think I have any other shooting. Yeah, he'll charge. He's good. Ghouls are gonna make a charge. They're good. Gore Warden, fishing for a 9. No. I have lots of command points. Let's reroll. Okay. He's good.
Well, we're gonna use the Flamekeeper's ability again. Give
7.
them all +1 damage, and you can go nuts.
There's 7 guys, so we'll do 36 attacks.
Okay. We're gonna all out defense.
Let's all out attack with this unit.
Might as well.
3s. Okay, you can roll out the 2 damage attacks.
5s. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's a lot.
Okay, and then the 3 damage attacks.
Uh-oh.
So that's 9. And another 16. So that is 25 damage.
4s. 7 go down.
Okay.
All right, we have 6 guys left.
Okay. I will do all-out defense with these guys.
2 mortals.
Okay.
Not that many wounds. Overend 1.
Okay, we're looking for 5s. We're going to take 6 damage total, and then we're looking for 6s. And then we've got the 2 mortal wounds, so we're going to take 7 damage total. So that kills 2 guys. 21 attacks, 4s and 3s into the poleaxes. Hearthguard are frickin' fighting like champs, though, dude. Hearthguard are so cool.
They're doing great.
All right, 1 3 damage attack and 4 2 damage attacks, -1.
It's kind of like Houdini. He could take a punch in the stomach really well. And he took it so well that he died. It's very similar to that. So there's 4 damage. And then 1 3 damage?
Yeah.
Okay.
7 damage.
All right, 1.5 more.
You got this.
3 attacks into the big guy.
Okay. Ooh.
1.
He's good.
Cool. 2 attacks into the little dudes. Nothing. Cool.
Okay, the big guy. 5 attacks, 3s, -1 2. Two at -1.
Failed them both.
Okay, 4 damage.
Kill two guys. 2 attacks with the latchkey axe. They hit on 4s.
Wounding on 3s.
There's a wound. Rend 1.
Saved it with a 6.
Excellent.
All right, he'll fight you back. 3s and 3s. 1 at -1.
Saved it.
Nice. Over here, this guy is going to go to 4, which means that we've got a feeding frenzy on our hands. And I am going to do a full pile in because I'll get my battle tactic since the Gore Warden didn't kill anything. 25 attacks with the Crypt Ghouls, 4s and 4s. Eight wounds total. I'm sorry, 9 wounds total. Are we done?
Yes, we are finally done. I will auto pass morale on my unit of Hearthguard.
Sounds good. Well, let's go swarm you up.
All right, Davey. How many points?
5.
5. 15. 15 to my
5.
12.
No, I got 4 on my first turn because I didn't get more. So
Okay.
it's 14 to 12.
14 to 12. 2-point game. Doesn't look like a 2-point game on the board, but I am playing the game. So if I win the roll, I think we're gonna play one more turn.
Yep.
And if you win the roll, we're probably just gonna call it.
You will let the warmth of death wash over you.
We'll just
at
lay
that point.
down in the fetal position.
Become part of the nobility, my friend.
Hi-ya! 4.
4.
Who breaks ties?
You break ties.
Oh my gosh, I get to keep playing.
He gets to keep playing the game. So
All
we'll
right.
be back for battle round 4, Fyreslayers.
It's the top 4.
Oh
never,
yeah!
Never thought we were gonna make it here, but we made it here.
I knew you could do it. You're a good player.
I rolled for my rune. My rune was the rune of Fury for +1 to hit. I didn't get the enhanced effect, but my heroic action, I gave Blaze of Glory to my general to give him +1 attack. He's going to just see if he can lift everything in the army, because nothing else in my army hurts. So,
I tried to get muster points with my heroic action and failed.
You also tried to banish my Molten Infernoth.
Also failed.
Also failed.
Yeah.
Battle tactic. We're going to bait and trap. So we're going to fall back here, and we're going to fall back there. And we're going to charge with 2 units, which is going to have to be our Battlesmith. Not our Battlesmith, our Flamekeeper.
Yeah.
And our General. Like, I'm going to have to charge with 2 units, so...
Yeah, dude.
So I only have 1 prayer to do. So it's just on a 3? Yes. So I get +1 to wound onto the Magma Droth.
So he's +1 to hit and wound and +1 to attacks.
Yep.
Beautiful.
And then I'm going to Lord of the Lodge and give him another +1 attack. We're going to give him a gazillion attacks.
That sounds great. Sounds like a lot of fun.
We're not going to move this guy because I don't want him to accidentally blow up and banish himself.
That's a good idea.
That's it. We're going to move.
All right, let's do it.
All right, guys. We fell out of combat right here. The Battlesmith turned around. He's not afraid of no ghoul. The Flamekeeper doesn't know what he's doing. He's running forward into combat.
Yep.
And then look at my general. He's so pretty. He's facing the wrong way. He's going to just do everything for my whole army. Let's do some terrible shooting attacks. All right. 4 attacks. 2s. 3s. Okay, so 3, red 1.
Okay, and then 6s. Okay, 3 damage.
1 axe hits, fails to wound. And then we have another hero axe from the Battlesmith, or from the Flamekeeper, fails to hit. General's going in. Look at that squig dice got in there.
Look at him go.
Look at him go.
Look at him go.
Watch my Battlesmith. Watch him go. Blasting forward into the... Is that... I don't even think that does it.
5's good, dude.
My Rune Father is going to use these once per battle Lord of the Lodge. +1 attacks to melee weapons by first Fyreslayer units within 12, which is only himself.
Okay. And he gets 1 other attack from the other thing that he did.
Right.
So he has +2 attacks.
Yep.
He's +1 to hit, and he's +1 to wound from the prayer.
Easy. 2s.
Okay.
2s. Okay, so there's... Take 5
Okay.
at Ren 2.
They go through. Those are 4 damage apiece.
Correctamundo.
Okay, so 1 dead guy. That is 9 damage so far. 14 damage. That is 17 damage. So that gets the squad.
Then we're going to announce he's going to unleash the blood of the Berserker, and he will get to fight again at the end of the combat phase.
Cool. All right, Gore Warden, 3s. 3s. 3 at -1.
Okay, fail 2.
4 damage.
6s. Okay, take a damage.
Take a damage. Okay.
Okie dokie. General is going in again.
These guys, I will do an all-out D. They're going to be +2 to their save.
Here we go. Latchkey Grand Axe. They'll hit. 5 wounds. Ren 2.
5s. Okay, I'll take 8 damage. 2 dead guys.
We'll do the Blazing Maw. 4 at Ren 2.
5s. I fail 1.
D3 damage. 1.
Okay, take it.
And then Clawed Horns. Okay, 2. 7 at -1.
4s. Fail 3.
2 damage piece.
Okay, another one dies, and another one takes another wound.
We will all out defense.
Okay. 4s. 6 2-damage attacks and 2 3-damage attacks.
6. 3s. Failed both of those. So it's how much?
You rolled 3 4s right there. You're on a 3-up before my -1 Ren, so you only failed 1 2-damage one, and you failed both of the 3-damage ones. So you're going to take 8 damage.
8 damage?
Yep.
Okay, we're going to bleed on you. I take a mortal. That was awesome.
Okay, I take it.
We did forget about a combat over there, so let's go look at that.
Yep.
So we have 4 attacks right here. Hits on 2s. Wounds on 3s. 2 wounds, Ren 1.
Save it.
Cool. That's it. Let's score it up.
Let's do it.
All right, guys, by the skin of my little dwarven teeth, I still got 4 points. I hold 1, 2, not more, and I completed my battle tactic of bait and trap.
So he's going to heal with Royal Blood, D3 on the Crypt Horrors for 1. On my Archregent, he's full health. That's all the healing. Go ahead and rally your boys.
Rallying on 4s for the Hearthguard.
You could have been rallying on 6s and it would have been the same result. I don't need to do any prayer right now, so
You want to try and banish
I'm going to try
that?
to banish that on a 5. Yeah, it's gone.
Okay.
Let's cast. So we're going to cast with him.
Mm-hmm.
He is going to let any unit that is set up in this turn move D6 at the end of the movement phase.
Not good.
Okay.
Better throw some primal at that.
Okay. Super cast.
Can't be stopped.
He is done casting though. No, he's not going to Blizzard. He's just going to do a Mystic Shield on himself. Okay, 7. Yeah, you got it. Okay, I'm all done casting. I did my prayer. We'll be back with a whole new unit of horrors to show you where I put them. All right, guys, we're done with my movement phase. I just moved the ghouls onto this objective. My battle tactic is to take this objective with a Serf, a Knight, and an Abhorrent unit, so that's what I'm doing right here. The Infernal, the Flayers, the Gore Warden are all standing on that objective. We're gonna do a little bit of shooting over here and maybe charge if we're feeling froggy. And then over here, we've got the same Crypt Horrors that were tied in with the General before. I brought back 1 Knight into that unit with the Archregent in the hero phase. At the end of the movement phase, I used all 6 of his Noble Deed points.
Yeah.
So we're down to 0 Noble Deed points there. I forgot to take the marker off, but I was able to bring back a half-strength unit of Crypt Horrors, and then at the end of the movement phase, I also was able to add another one back with the 1 Noble Deed point that I got from the Marrow Scroll Herald, and then I was able to move 1 inch at the end of the movement phase because of the spell from the Abhorrent. So I've got like a 6-inch charge with those new horrors into the Magmadroth.
Totally fine.
Totally fine, not too strong at all. Thumbs up to whoever wrote those rules. And let's go look at some shooting. Okay, the Infernal is going to shoot at the Rune Smiter.
All advance.
Okay. He misses with every attack.
Excellent.
Okay, and then we're looking at him. Let's just go ahead and put all of the shots from the Flayers into him as well. Let's all out attack right here. This is 3s and 3s. Four at -2.
3, 4, -2. Hup. Okay.
4 damage.
Hup. Okay. I think he has 1 wound left.
Okay. Yes, because he has an extra wound because of GreyFyrd.
Mm-hmm.
So we are going to charge that Gore Warden that's 3 inches away from him. That's a 12. 12's good. We are going to charge the Flayers. 8's good. They'll go into the Battlesmith. And then we're going to charge the Infernal. 6 is good. 6 is not good. He'll stay right there. Okay, charging the Crypt Horrors. They rolled a 12.
I think that's good, Dave.
Cool. Just put them in 3 rows.
I'm not sure if it's good. All right, guys, we are here for the wrap-up. We called it after that, which we definitely should have.
It's time to be done. Yeah.
It's time to be done. We did an off-screen roll-off. I did win Prio on last turn. I can only get 1 point because I can't get any more battle tactics, so that brings me up to 17 points. David max scores and gets his grand strat, bringing you up to 27.
Yes, I dropped 1 point. I could have gotten 28, but I dropped 1 point in the first battle round.
Yep.
The Crypt Horrors at 130 points for 3. Double reinforced in Hollowmourne with the damage output that they have and the recursion that they have, with the command trait on a courtier and the fact that you can move, res, muster, move, charge. They never die.
Yeah.
It's too strong. It's way too strong.
Way too strong.
We were just laughing like crazy people the whole game because it's just ridiculous. It should not be that good. It is. And I didn't even really get to benefit from my 5-up ward because I kept mispraying on it.
You missed it twice.
Yeah.
I kept unbinding spells. I took the fight to you like a madman so that you wouldn't get more damage off on me.
Yes. I mean, you just, you didn't let me get my charge bonus for the whole game, and I didn't have my 5-up ward, and they still bounced off of the horrors. Even with their 4-up ward, they're just insanely good. I could see them going up 30 points a unit, so probably that unit will probably go up 90 points. That'll probably be close to 500 points.
And I rolled like a champ.
Yes.
This was not a game of me rolling badly.
No, and you stacked your buff so good. You stacked your buffs amazingly.
4-up wards, 4-up wards, 4-up wards. I'll take a damage. Yes. It finally failed me when I tried to rally.
Yeah, you tried to rally on 4s, and you had 11 dice, and you rolled 1 6 and no 4s. Let's talk about highlights and lowlights for you. Who did the best in your list, would you say?
The general.
The Magmadroth is great, dude.
He got me battle tactics. He's the only thing that killed anything.
Yeah, it was too bad that he was tied to my grand strategy. So you had to use him for damage, but at the same time that swung the points a little bit. But I mean, at some point it's I have to do something.
I'm just go get them.
Right.
LVP is the both units of Volkites who just got clapped.
They got clapped so hard.
They got
clapped so hard. The Morbeg Knights
just
they made a 10-inch charge and just killed those Volkites in the first turn. Oh, that was so funny.
My Magmadroth
You just rolled all 3s on your saves, and you're they're dead.
They're all dead.
And they fought. They did counter strike and didn't kill anything.
And fought on
death and didn't kill anything. So they've got to be LVP for sure.
That was really, really bad.
The Morbeg Knights were super cool. I had a lot of fun with them. I didn't get to retreat and charge with them, but they have a lot of utility to them. I really like them at 150, 160 points, whatever they are. I think they're pointed properly for the damage output they have because it's only 9 wounds on a 4-up save.
Yep.
So they're a little bit more glass cannon. I got to give MVP to this guy, dude. I had so much fun with this model in this game. He teleported around the board and was taking units with him. He made a 12-inch charge. He helped me get a battle tactic.
Yeah.
And he's just dope, dude.
Yeah.
Michael, you did an amazing job of painting him. You boxed out the wings so good. The red just looks so amazing. And I didn't think I'd like this guy that much. I was really hot on the Marrow Scroll Herald, which, I mean, obviously it's obvious why he's good right now. He's good.
And I like this combo over here. I don't think it's too strong. I think it's good.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's ways to break that as well, but at least in this configuration, I thought it was just fine.
Yeah, I think that the Infernal Courtier giving them extra damage is fun because their shooting range is only 10 inches, so you have to get up close and personal.
Yeah.
And they do have T-shirt saves, 5-up saves. They just were never in danger of anything because those horrors are just so ridiculous.
Yeah, they literally just walked through everything in the backfield because everything was dedicated here.
So this is really good for harassing things though, right? Because this guy actually has some teeth.
Yeah.
And with Feast Day, he can get them extra attacks. And then with the other guy, they get extra damage with shooting and also when they charge in Hollowmourne. So I enjoyed that combination very much. I hope you guys are super stoked for Flesh Eater Courts. There's gonna need to be some balance updates, whether it be points or a little bit of rules changes, but The book is very thematic. The models are really cool. We absolutely love them. Yeah, crazy wild stuff, man. Crazy wild stuff.
All right, guys. I think that's it for us. It's been a long day. Thank you so much for joining us and hanging out.
Yes, and also thank you so much to Into the AM for hooking us up with some dope t-shirts. Please do check out that link down below. Go help support Into the AM and help support Battleshock Wargaming. We'd appreciate it very much.
Thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you next week for another battle report.
See you later, guys. Thank you to all of our members for supporting this channel, especially the Lords and Commanders. If you're interested in extra battle reports and helping to support this channel, hit the link in the description box below. Go check out our channel partners, Baron of Dice and Grey Matter Games. They have some amazing products. There will be promo codes and links in the description box below.